There is new audio of Kevin McCarthy and what he had to say about Donald Trump after the Capitol riots took place on January 6th. Apparently, he referred to Trump as atrocious and totally wrong while plotting to remove him from office. Kevin McCarthy, Donald Trump.
Ooh, Trump doesn't like it. Look at that face.
He's very sad.
All right, atrocious.
So let's give you the details.
You're atrocious on a good day.
Mediaite reports that House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy railed against former President Donald Trump in newly released audio in which he was clear he wanted the former president gone from the White House. CNN obtained this video, or audio I should say, from the New York Times. Jonathan Martin and Alexander Burns from the New York Times are coming out with this book, and in it, they make all sorts of allegations about what the GOP was actually thinking about as the Capitol riots were underway, how Republican leadership wanted to do away with Trump. And so they provided that audio to CNN, and here's what we know. As has been apparent in previously leaked recorded phone calls, the ranking House Republican was not hesitant to criticize those inside his own party following the January 6th riots. So McCarthy said this.
Yeah, look, what the president did is atrocious and totally wrong. From the standpoint, we're 12 days away. I mean, the one point I'd make with Biden, if you have an impeachment and you're stuck sitting in the Senate and he needs cabinet members, you've got Secretary of Defense, you've got a lot of things that you've got to have moving. And when you think from a perspective, you put everything else away, this country is very, very divided. I do think the impeachment divides the nation further and continues to divide even greater. That's why I want to reach out to Biden. I wanted the president to meet with Biden. If that's not going to happen, I want to see about us meeting with Biden, sitting down, make a smooth transition, show that, and continue to keep those statements going. So hopefully, I know he's got to talk to Pelosi, but hopefully he calls me today and see if we can start that process.
So Burns and Martin, the Times reporters, did not divulge who was on the other end of that phone call with him. And also, they've leaked other audio that shows that McCarthy was like disgusted with Donald Trump and his supporters, both during the riots and after the riots on January 6th. So far, John, the GOP has kind of rallied around McCarthy in support when we thought maybe there's a possibility they would reject him because the Republican Party is the party of Trump. The voters support Trump almost no matter what.
Yeah.
So do you think that this might be the nail in the coffin? Yeah.
Agreed. No, I don't think it'll have any effect whatsoever. Well, because Trump has already said that he's fine with him. And honestly, the worst stuff that comes out, like if we get audio of like Kevin McCarthy saying like, if I can get within arm's reach, I'm gonna kill him myself. It's what I must do for the Republic. That just makes the fact that he eventually went to Mar-a-Lago and bent the knee look even better for Trump. Trump, like Cenk was talking about this yesterday, like Trump wants to be able to show that these people that hated him, JD Vance, Kevin McCarthy, bent the knee to him. Because that makes him look more influential. It arguably shows that on the right he is. The only thing that this video does, and it does do some things, is make Kevin McCarthy look worse. And you might say, well, look, he took seriously the insurrection. Why does he look worse? Well, because it doesn't matter how much he said he took it seriously. If he eventually bends the knee and starts spreading conspiracy theories about it being Antifa and thinking that we shouldn't do anything about it. Like if video came out of me outside of a burning building saying, I gotta get in there and I gotta save people, but then there was footage 10 minutes later of me throwing gasoline on it, it doesn't matter what I said in the first video. You look terrible. You in fact look worse in hindsight. So Kevin McCarthy is gonna look more weak, more feckless. This might hurt him becoming speaker. Maybe it'll be seen as weakness to some other Republicans who will try to challenge him. And just the fact that Trump has accepted Kevin McCarthy doesn't mean that he won't accept someone who is more demonstrably supportive.
Totally.
But in terms of this breaking through to Republicans and getting them to question Donald Trump, yeah, I don't think so.
No, I mean, Republicans aren't gonna question Donald Trump. They're gonna follow Trump regardless of how much they dislike him, regardless of how much they actually hate him.
Yeah.
It is amazing what they're willing to say about Trump behind the scenes.
Yeah.
When I was at the Pennsylvania Chamber of Commerce to debate Ben Shapiro, what really stood out to me was how many conservatives there despise Trump, but they won't say it publicly.
No, that'll be it.
Right.
For their career.
So what we're learning about McCarthy doesn't surprise me. Actually, none of this story and how it's played out really surprises me. I think your analysis is right. I think if anything, this would hurt McCarthy only when it comes to his potential leadership role as Speaker of the House once Republicans take control of the House.
Yeah.
But other than that, we'll see. I mean, I'm curious. I think it's because he's banned from Twitter. So it's giving us this like illusion of Trump being a little more measured in his response to people who cross him.
Yeah.
But I am a little surprised that he hasn't like released a statement going after McCarthy. But you're right.
He released a statement supporting him.
That's right.
After
yeah.
I also, my thinking has been evolving as, well, I forget the names of the authors, but they've got this book and that's where this is coming from. And this is like, I don't know, the 4th or 5th thing that's come out. I feel a little bit uncomfortable about, like, we didn't have it yet, but playing the audio, because this is a private phone conversation. And I'm not sure that we should be revealing that. I'm totally.
Oh my God, I was about to choke John out. Like,
I just
live
think
on
it's
air.
a low blow. I don't think we should do it. I wanted to see you freak out. You held it together very well, actually.
Now let's have a debate about whether or not it's acceptable to punch a Nazi in the face. No, I'm just kidding.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.